Welcome to Ritual and Remedy RX. Drum of the earth, breath of the body, spirit awakening with Dr. Janelle Clayton. Medicine flows through bone and breath, through rules and rhythm. Remember your body, remember your medicine, remember who you are. Ritual and Remedy RX, where healing becomes ceremony.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Ritual and Remedy. I'm Dr. Janelle, and today we're revisiting a topic that we touched on earlier, but that deserves a deeper conversation and a clear connection: Mercury retrograde. Sometimes when people talk about Mercury retrograde, it gets reduced to jokes about technology glitches, travel delays, exes returning, misunderstandings in communication, and everything glitching. And while those things can happen, there's an actual much deeper layer to this cycle, especially when we think about through the about it through the lens of the body and the nervous system. Mercury is traditionally associated with communication, thought, memory, and the nervous system. So when Mercury appears to move backwards in the sky, symbolically, what it invites us to do is review, revisit, retrace, and reflect. It's not necessarily about things going wrong. It's about things coming back around so we can see them more clearly. And sometimes that process shows up not just in our minds, but in our physical bodies. One of the things many people notice during Mercury retrograde is that old memories, old emotions, or even old physical pains can resurface. You might suddenly think about a situation from years ago. You might have a dream about someone you haven't thought about in a long time. Or you might notice tension in your neck, jaw, shoulders, or body that seems connected to something from the past. The body stores memory. Our nervous system records experiences in ways that aren't always conscious. Emotional experiences, stress, and trauma can live in the tissues like the fascia and in patterns in the body long after the original event has passed. During this time of reflection, whether that's Mercury retrograde or a new season or even a certain phase of the moon, those stored memories can resurface. This doesn't mean something is wrong. Often it means the body is ready to release and revisit some of the more deeper trauma, bringing awareness that we didn't have before. As someone who works in the healthcare and body based healing, I see this all the time. People think that healing moves in a straight line, but the truth is that healing moves in cycles. You can even think of it as a spiral. Sometimes we return to the same emotional territory more than once, but each time we come back with a little more perspective, a little more compassion, a little more understanding, and a little bit more readiness. Mercury retrograde can be one of those times when life gently says, "Hey, let's look at this again." But not to punish us, to give us the opportunity to integrate something more fully. Another interesting layer of Mercury energy is how it relates to the physical body, particularly areas connected to communication and the nervous system. Many people notice increased tension in areas like the neck, the throat, the jaw, teeth, shoulders, and upper back during Mercury retrograde cycles. These are areas where we often hold unspoken thoughts, suppressed emotions, or even efforts to constantly process information. If you notice body aches during this time, it may simply be your body asking for more attention and care. And instead of pushing through Mercury retrograde, invites you, instead of trying to push through Mercury retrograde, slow down and listen. It can be helpful to ask yourself, is there something from my past that is asking to be acknowledged? Is there an emotion I haven't fully allowed myself to feel? Is there a conversation, internal or external, that needs to happen? This doesn't mean you have to solve everything at once. Sometimes the most important step is simply recognizing that the body remembers. When we approach these cycles of curiosity rather than frustration, they can become opportunities for healing. Before we close today's episode, I want to leave you with today's ritual and remedy. Today's ritual is a practice of retracing in the body. Find a quiet place where you can sit comfortably. Close your eyes, take a few slow breaths, orientate yourself to the room, sink in. Starting at the top of your head, slowly bring your awareness down through your body. Notice any areas of tension, heaviness, or sensation. If you find a place in the body that feels tight or emotional, gently place a hand there and breathe into that area. Imagine that your breath is creating a space around that sensation. This practice allows the body to feel heard rather than ignored. Today's remedy is compassionate reflection. If a memory or emotional trigger or experience surfaces during Mercury retrograde, instead of pushing it down or pushing it away, take a moment to acknowledge it. You might write about it in a journal, talk with a trusted friend, or simply sit with the feeling for a few minutes. Healing doesn't always mean fixing something immediately. Sometimes it means allowing the body and the mind to revisit something with greater kindness than we had before. And that's today's ritual and remedy. Thank you for spending time with me. I'm Dr. Janelle, and this is your ritual and remedy. I'll see you in the next episode.
Ritual and Remedy RX, where healing becomes ceremony. Earth below, sky above, medicine rising through my blood, where science meets spirit and healing becomes real. Body awaken, spirit align, the medicine lives inside. Ritual and remedy inside. Ritual and Remedy RX. This is a space for transformation, for truth, for embodied wisdom. Ritual and Remedy RX. Align your body. Awaken your medicine.